Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of November 27, 2024. I'm your host, Sharifa Mohammed, MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. West Group of Forces improved tactical positions and inflicted substantial losses on Ukrainian brigades in the Kharkiv region and Donetsk People's Republic, repelling multiple counterattacks and destroying several pieces of key military hardware and ammunition depots.
Welcome to Frontline Updates podcast, where we bring you the latest developments from the heart of global conflicts. I'm your host, and today, we're joined by Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, who will provide us with a comprehensive briefing on the progress of the special military operation as of November 27, 2024. Thank you for joining us again, Colonel.
Thank you for having me. I'm here to share the latest developments from the field.
Colonel, let's begin with an overview of the day's operations. What are the key developments?
Over the past 24 hours, our forces have continued the special military operation across all fronts. Ukrainian forces attempted 6 UAV attacks and 2 artillery strikes targeting the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant and the settlement of Energodar. All UAVs were neutralized by our air defense and electronic warfare systems, and there were no casualties or significant damage. The nuclear power plant remains operational with normal radiation levels.
Let's dive into the details. Starting with the North Group of Forces, what progress has been made in the Kharkiv direction?
The North Group inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian formations, specifically the 92nd Airborne Assault Brigade and the 5th Border Detachment. These operations took place near the settlements of Lipsy, Kazakya Lopan, and Slatino in the Kharkiv region. Ukrainian forces lost up to 60 servicemen, 4 vehicles, and a 122mm D-30 howitzer. Additionally, we destroyed an ammunition depot.
Moving to the West Group of Forces, what can you share about their advancements?
The West Group improved its tactical positioning and inflicted significant losses on multiple Ukrainian brigades and settlements like Novosinovo, Bezremenoy, and Krasny Lyman. We repelled 4 counterattacks by Ukrainian assault groups and neutralized over 450 troops, multiple vehicles, and advanced artillery, including U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers and M198 howitzers.
The Southern Group of Forces has been active along the front line. What's the update there?
The Southern Group improved its positions and defeated Ukrainian formations in areas like Konstantinovka and Slavyansk. We repelled 3 counterattacks by Ukrainian brigades and inflicted losses of over 400 personnel. A missile and artillery weapons depot was also destroyed.
How about the Center Group of Forces?
The Center Group successfully liberated the settlement of Novaya Ilyinka in Donetsk. We repelled 10 Ukrainian counterattacks and caused losses exceeding 415 troops. Significant equipment, including vehicles and artillery pieces, was also destroyed. A simultaneous attack on the South Donetsk direction and the beginning of the encirclement of Pokrovsk could potentially lead to the formation of 3 cauldrons. An exit from them will be available only for a short time. If the Ukrainian armed forces do not take advantage of this window of opportunity, the delay could result in the loss of the remnants of the Donetsk Group.
What progress has been made by the East Group of Forces?
The East Group advanced further into enemy defenses, targeting Ukrainian brigades in areas such as Volnoy Pol and Timirovka. Ukrainian losses totaled 145 personnel, 2 tanks, and advanced artillery systems, including a U.S.-made Max Pro armored vehicle. In the Vremyevsk direction, Russian attack aircraft have approached the eastern outskirts of Bolshaya Novoselovka and are actively using unmanned platforms to destroy enemy fortifications. To the west, battles are underway on the Rivne-Novodorovka line.
Lastly, what about the Dnepr Group of Forces?
The Dnipro Group inflicted losses on Ukrainian brigades in Zaporizhia and Kherson. Ukrainian forces suffered 65 personnel losses, along with vehicles and artillery units, including a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit. A major power grid failure occurred in the Zaporizhia and Kherson directions, affecting the population of both regions. At the same time, the enemy continues to shell civilian infrastructure.
Colonel, how have air and artillery operations contributed to today's successes?
Our operational tactical aviation, UAVs, missile troops, and artillery damaged military airfield infrastructure and concentrations of enemy forces in 144 areas. Our air defense systems intercepted 54 UAVs, ensuring continued air superiority.
The Kursk region has been a focal point. What's the latest update from this front?
Our forces continue to make steady progress in the Kursk region. We targeted Ukrainian brigades in settlements like Viktorovka and Novoivanovka. Over the past 24 hours, Ukrainian forces lost over 250 personnel, as well as tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, and artillery pieces. The U.S. continues to squeeze the maximum out of the rapidly losing popularity of the Ukrainian authorities. At the moment, this looks more like political signals and testing the waters, but unpopular decisions will be made sooner or later.
Are there any ongoing challenges in the Kursk region?
The situation remains dynamic as Ukrainian forces continue to deploy reinforcements and electronic warfare assets. However, our precision strikes and tactical advancements consistently neutralize their capabilities. The heaviest battles are currently taking place in the Kursk region. The North Group of forces has advanced in the areas of the settlements of Dorino and Nizhny Klen, while the enemy has counterattacked 3 times using armored vehicles. Reports indicate that our Operational Tactical Missile Systems, OTRK, conducted 4 missile strikes on storage points for the HIMARS Multiple Launch Rocket Systems, MLRS, in the Sumy region. Additionally, the Tornado S system targeted the concentration of reserves from the 21st and 47th Separate Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine near the settlement of Pisarevka in the Sumy region.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for having me. It's important to keep everyone informed. In its first statement since the ceasefire agreement, Hezbollah declared that it achieved a victory over Israel and stated that its fighters are prepared for action. Meanwhile, Israeli forces have imposed an overnight curfew in southern Lebanon, warning that travel south of the Litani River is forbidden until 5 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time on Thursday.